Explain to us what political money is a phrase I wasn't familiar with. So I was really intrigued.
Well, I made it up in response to Bitcoin and to the gold standard, and generally to the quantity theory of money. The Bitcoiners, in their interesting attempt to make a break, to escape the politicization of money through the central banks, have created this myth that you can leave it to an algorithm which effectively simulates the gold standard, but it does so in a way that does not put the government at the commanding heights of the central bank.
Self-regulated.
So this is the fantasy of apolitical money. You can have money that serves all of us, that it is not a subject of democracy, it's not a subject of collective decision-making, it's a technological solution, which...
but it's also political money that has gotten us into such difficulty.
That is correct. But politics is like all instruments of humanity. They can be used for good or for ill.
So how do you do
But the point I'm making is that you cannot depoliticize money. Even an attempt to depoliticize money, which is what the ECB did, the European Central Bank. The whole point about setting up the European Central Bank in Europe, going back to the original discussion about Europe, think about what we did in Europe. We did something quite remarkable. Never has it been done before, and I hope that it will never be done again. We created the central bank without a state, and we have 19 states without a central bank. The whole point being that, you just, like Bitcoin, instead of having an algorithm, you have a building in Frankfurt. They have something like an algorithm working in there, producing a quantity of money that politicians cannot meddle with, therefore parliaments cannot meddle with, therefore it's outside the realm of democratic politics, or politics at all. And then, of course, when you do that, privateers, private banking creates as much money as they want during the good times, and during the bad times, it all disappears, and you have a massive recession. And then they have to create all the shenanigans that Mario Draghi had to go through in order to justify QE as if it is not QE. So they understood that money must be political, in the sense that the quantity of money and the type of money must constantly be adjusted, and the adjustments that you make will always have political and class-determined and related effects. In other words, it must be politicized, and it better be democratized if it is going to be political.